the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is my first time testing this product out. As you can see, it's still in the wrapper. So, really great things about this primer, and I'm so excited to try it. So I'm going to put a little bit of dab on my finger. Start in my T-zone. Rub it in. Just press where I get oily. It says that this primer is oil-free, so if you do have oily skin, this primer is still good for you. Right, and just patting it in the areas, really rubbing it into my skin. It's kind of like a really dry formula. It's not oily at all. Like as I'm rubbing it in, it kind of just dissipates into my skin. Just pressing. Medium kind of combo skin. I do get oily sometimes in the summertime. In the wintertime, I do get dry. Like right around in this area, I do have some dry patches. But I do moisturize my face frequently, and I do use a lot of face products. First, I'm going to color correct before I apply my foundation using my NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. It looks like this. I'm going to take this kind of red shade here and just apply it to the areas where I do have darker spots on my face. So I'm just taking my finger first and dab into it and just apply it on the areas that I feel like I do have darker spots. I tend to pick at my face a lot. If I have even the slightest, tiniest little bump, I will pick at it. So that's such a bad habit for me. And if you're someone who picks at your skin, try not to do it. It really affects your skin, and I can't ever get rid of the dark spots. It's kind of like a habit for me. But yep, just applying that, and then I'm going to take my Japanese brush here, my dual-ended brush. This is especially made for color correcting. So I'm just going to take one side and kind of start blending in this color, really pressing it into my skin. I color corrected. I mixed this orange shade with this shade up top here, and I just color corrected some spots on my face that I felt like needed to be covered up a little bit more. So my elbows are ashy. It's in the shade 435 Bisque Warm. Next, I'm going in with my Lancome foundation. I love this foundation. I did buy this foundation in another color, but that color wasn't my undertone. This is my undertone. So this is in 435 Bisque Warm. So I do have a yellow undertone, so I am a warmer shade. So if you do have like a yellow undertone or different kinds of undertones, there's red undertones, there's pink undertones, blue undertones. Just make sure that you are looking at a foundation's undertone before you buy it, because before you know it, you're trying it on, you're taking pictures, and it's like a completely different color than your skin. So the one that I had before kind of looked more of like an olive color tone on my skin. So this is my first time really trying this foundation out, and I'm excited to do it on camera. So you really want to be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to shift too much of the products that we put on our face already, like our color correcting and our primer. So you just want to tap in the product into your face lightly, using nice little taps into the face. As you can see, this foundation is very full coverage. I hardly put any on. Piece of this. I'm going to take my Real Techniques full body sponge. Looks like this. My Real Techniques full body sponge. As you can see, it pretty much fits in the palm of my hand. And I'm going to take this flat side here and just press the product into my face that I just applied with my stippling brush. This really helps the product to get into the skin, and it helps it not just sit on top of the skin and look really wet, kind of, and unnatural. So just pressing that product in. really want to get the crevices of your nose because product does tend to get cakey around that area. So you really want to make sure that you're pressing any excess products around. As many layers as you want. Just make sure that you're pressing it into your skin in between layers and really applying it to the areas where you see that you need product. I caught like 2 or 3 hairs on my skin, and that's just no fun, especially when you're applying foundation. You don't want brushes that shred to get all over your face, and then you miss spots on your face, and it's just annoying. So that is a downside to that Japanese brush. I did get it for a good deal at TJ MAXX. I didn't pay full price for it, so I'm not as mad, but you know how it is when you pay, you know, your hard-working money for stuff that you want to work. So, I mean, I will try it out again. It might just be the first time, but we'll see. For my favorite part of this whole entire video, we're going to go in with the Huda Beauty palette. This is probably my most favorite eyeshadow palette that I own. Honestly, the colors in here are beautiful. Like, I can never get over how beautiful this palette is. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. So before I start, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using my NYX eyeshadow base primer. So my NYX eyeshadow base primer. And I'm just going to take a little bit on this Anastasia brush and just pat in all over my lid. You don't leave any kind of spaces when you're doing this because it will show through the eyeshadow, and that's just no fun. It'll ruin your whole eyeshadow look. So really make sure that you blend in your eyeshadow base. First shade I'm going to go in with is Desert Sand. I'm just going to put this all over my lid to set my eyeshadow primer. You always want to make sure that you do set your eyeshadow primer, because if you just go in and start blending, it'll just really, the eyeshadows will stick to the brush and it'll just not blend properly how you want it to. So just make sure that you are setting your eyeshadow lid with a shade that's close to your skin color or a little bit lighter than your skin color. And plus it really helps show the colors more when you set your eyeshadow primer with a base color. It really helps the colors to blend better and show better. Make sure that you're tapping out the excess. I know it's annoying. We see YouTubers always doing that, dipping in and tapping it off, but you really should do it so you don't apply too much shadow to your eye at once. Because once you put too much shadow on there, that's it. There's no going back. So taking small little swipes and applying the shadow modestly really does help for a beautiful blend and a beautiful eye look. With my E48 pointed crease brush by Sigma, and I'm going to take the color Ode, which is this really pretty dark brown, kind of like a brownie shade, and I want to use this brush to apply this color directly where I want it to go. Applying this shade just to give me some more depth in my outer corner. To be tacky because it does allow for the glitter to stick, so if you want to apply another layer of it, however much you want, the more you apply, the more the glitter will stick. This is... press over that line where the glitter and the other eyeshadow meets, just so you know, blend the colors in a little bit. Any powder brush that you have, I'm just going to sweep off the excess glitter that might have fallen out when we were doing our eyeshadow from under our eyes. This is why I did not apply my concealer yet, but we are going to do that right now. I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a waterproof full coverage concealer. This is in the color medium dark. This is my first time testing this out. I did recently purchase this at Sephora. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so this is my first time using it. This is kind of like a first time video, like I keep saying. Let's see how it works.
Right.
Oh, I love how this concealer feels. This is definitely going to be a full coverage concealer. Other eye, so I'm just going to go on in with my Real Techniques full body sponge and start blending. This color is really nice as well. This thing. That is really nice, Urban Decay. I absolutely love this. Going in with another layer, because you can never have too much concealer. Now it's time to bronze and contour the face, kind of warm up my skin. So I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. No look is complete without some lower lash line shadow, so just make sure you're always applying something down there. It really opens up your eyes, makes your look go to a whole nother level. So I'm going to dip into the shade Amber from the Huda Beauty palette, this beautiful palette. Taking my Morphe M408 brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and start pressing that close to my lash line. Got my lashes on, Sephora Winter Flush Blush Palette, and just apply some blush. This is also my first time testing this out. This is what the colors look like. I'm going to dip into these first two colors, which are 3, 4, 7, and 8. Those are my cheeks. It's very pigmented. I love this. Wow. Really nice. Just blending that in with the contour. Wow, this is really nice. That is so beautiful. I love this palette, and it's so pigmented. 2 thumbs up, Sephora. I'm going to go in with some highlighter next using my Cover FX highlighter in Moonlight. So it looks like a really pretty gold color. Alright, and then just taking a highlighter fan brush, just going to swirl it around in there and apply some to my cheeks. Last but not least, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the color Uncensored. I've been waiting to test this out. I've had it for a while, so I'm excited to try it on camera for the first time. Wow, first swipe, this is pigmented. Just one application of the Stunna lip paint. I mean, this color is beautiful. It's such a bright, bold red, and I didn't even have to dip into it more than one time, and it applied this beautiful layer over my lips. Definitely a 2 thumbs up. Because my highlight didn't really work out for me, I'm going to dip into this Laura Geller highlighter, and this is in the color Diamond Dust. So it is a Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. That's how it's described. It's in the color Diamond Dust. Let's see how. Such a beautiful highlighter. I love that highlighter. I remember swatching it in Sephora. I remember swatching it in Ulta, and I was so amazed by the color payoff. I absolutely love that highlighter. I suggest you guys go get it. Alright, and this is the finished look. I'm ready for my Valentine's Day. I hope you guys like this look. I mean, I absolutely love it. From the beautiful glitter on my eyelids, from the Huda Beauty palette, from this beautiful highlighter to Rihanna's amazing Stunna lip paint. I mean, this is the perfect Valentine's Day look, and I can't wait to go out on the town and just have a good night. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you like to see. Let me know what you like best about this look. I will list all the products below. Also, hit that alert button so you can always know when I upload new videos. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day.